Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and as you have noticed, if you are not new to my channel, as you can see, I have a new background now, and which is much better. If you have seen my previous video, the background, it's just my room here in the United States. This is much better. It looks much more professional and it's still filming with my natural lights. Anyway, today's video, it's going to be swatches and reviews and also some application on my eyes on the Tarte Grav3yardgirl Swamp Queen palette. And this is, I believe, is a collaboration with some girl on YouTube. I think her name is Bunny. I have saw a couple of her videos and she is hilarious, but I don't really know who she is. But anyway, I love this palette a lot, but I do have some specific opinion I want to give you on this palette. So as you can see, I don't have bronzer, blush, and highlights, anything like that. So first of all, I am going to use all the face product on my face, and then I will go through all the swatches of the eyeshadows and then do the eye look. Is that okay? Let's do it. So first of all, this is the bronzer, which is called Sweet Tea, and it's a beautiful, like a warm tone bronzer. I do have another bronzer from another palette. Let me grab it. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This is their bronzer over here, which is much more cool tone than the bronzer we have in this palette. Just a comparison, I am going to put this on my face using my e.l.f. complexion brush. Just gonna dab this. It is really powdery. Did you see that? Ooh. I'm not sure I'm gonna put this. Oh shit. That is blendable. That's a good thing. I can blend it out. It's not patchy at all. It's really easy to blend out. I almost freaked out when those pigmentation get on my face. But it's actually really blendable. As you can see, I have like blended very evenly. So don't just knock off the excess, also just dab it on the back of your hand and then do it. Let's do the draw line. Here we have forehead. Shit. Okay, that is a little bit too pigmented. That's too pigmented. I already knock off the excess and apply it on the back of my hand. It still looks like that. But if you do like a very pigmented bronzer, this will be your friend. But if you are really fair, this is not gonna work for you. My thoughts on the bronzer is too pigmented, man. It is blendable, but I would like that as an eyeshadows because it's freaking pigmented. That's actually pretty. Yeah, it is pretty. And next, we're moving on to blush, this shade over here, which is called Does This Thing Really Work? Let's find out. Just want to do a swatch on my hand to let you see it is really pigmented as well. And it does have like a bunch of glitter and shimmer inside. I'm going to apply it to my cheek, and this time I'm gonna be careful and using my Zoeva Luxe Sheer Cheek brush to apply this. It's not as powdery as the bronzer, so that's a good sign. And again, I'm gonna knock off the excess, apply it to the back of my hand, put it on the apples of my cheeks. It's like a rosy, dusty pink with glitter on it. Can't really see the glitter though. Tarte blush, it's always amazing. Ooh, that is pretty. And it's really blendable as well. You know, some blush, they're just super pigmented, but they're not blendable. So this is the blush looks like. It is amazing. It is beautiful. I love it. I thought I wouldn't love it because I only swatch it on the back of my hand, and you know, I just pick up those pigment, and there's a lot of like golden glitter inside, which I don't like, but it is really beautiful on the skin. I like it a lot. So moving on to the most exciting part, it is gator wings. It's the highlight over here. Also, I'm afraid of this highlight too because it's really like chunky and I don't know, it is really pigmented. It's really powdery and chunky. I don't know what's gonna happen when I put this on my face. Let's find out. I'm gonna use a random fan brush I have. So I'm just gonna slightly, shit, that is powdery. Don't know how I think about that. Ooh. Oh shit. It's actually pretty nice. Oh shit. Maybe it's just on the camera. Let me check in the mirror if it looks good in real life. It does look good. Oh my god. That's pretty. It's a little bit chunky, but it looks absolutely gorgeous on the skin. It looks gorgeous. So it doesn't matter if it swatches chunky or, you know, whatever on your hand, because when it gets on your face, if it looks good, it looks good. So that is my thought on the three face product over here. The bronzer is a little bit warm tone and is a little bit too pigmented for my taste, or for, you know, for what I like. But the blush and the highlight, it's absolutely stunning. I love it a lot. So let's move on to eyeshadows. For eyeshadows, I'm going to give you all the swatches on the screen and just talk you through all the color. All of them are pigmented and buttery, just sippy over here. It's a little bit chunky because it has a lot of glitter inside, and I don't know why. It's dark brown and with glitters. I don't understand, but other than that, all of the eyeshadows here are top notch and I love the quality of it. Just like I say, the only downside I have on this palette is because they don't have a dark, like a very dark shade, like even if it's brown or whatever, just a very dark shade. This shade over here is not dark enough for my taste. You know, when you want to darken that outer corner of your eyes, it's just not strong enough. Just my taste, my opinion, you know, whatever you like. The first one we have here is called #SFS, and I have no idea what the hell that means. Just so you know, this palette is really powdery. There's powder all over my palette after I used it, so just keep that in mind. So this is a champagne pink shade. Let's put it that way. It's really beautiful. Maybe I can use this as highlight, but since they have like a very small pan, I don't know. It's just like a sheen finish. It's not glittery or shimmery whatsoever. It's just a beautiful sheen, and it will be like a beautiful all over the lid shade. And the next one I'm gonna talk about, it's Natural Peaches. It's just a beautiful matte peach shade, and I don't think I have any color like that. Maybe I have, maybe I don't. It's a very beautiful transition shade. And then moving on, we have Dogman. Dogman, it's like reddish brown or like a brick red shade, and with like gold glitter inside. That's the only downside about that. I don't know, they just want to make it special, so they put golden glitter inside, but it's just a little bit, not a lot. Moving on to next shade, it's called Big Baby. It's like a translucent powder to me. It's just like a color you can set your eyeshadow with, so that's called Big Baby. And then the next one, it's called Sassy Bun. Sassy Bun, it's a beautiful bronzy shade. Like, it's typical but beautiful. It's necessary. It's really pigmented, really buttery. Don't know what else can I say about it. And it's not powdery at all. I like that thing about that. And next, it's called Sippy. And it's a very dark brown shade with a lot of glitter, a lot of golden glitter inside. And next, we have, moving on to this shade over here, it's called Hunting. Hunting, it's like a very light, and also it's like a similar finish as #SFS. It's sheen, and it's a very light lilac-y shade. It's really beautiful, and I think am I gonna use it as like my all over the lid shade or something like that. And then next to Hunting, it's called Uncommon. It's a very grayish purple sheen shade, and it doesn't have a lot of fallouts as well, and it's really beautiful and pigmented. All of these eyeshadows are buttery, pigmented, beautiful. Just the matte shade is a little bit powdery. And next we have here, it's called Mancat. Dogman, Mancat. These names are interesting. This is a beautiful, like a neutral purple shade, grayish purple, and I think I really like this shade. I think you can use it in the outer corner, but it's still not, it's not dark enough for my taste. If you want to darken your like outer crease, it's not dark enough, but I still think it's like very beautiful, like a outer corner shade. That is the final shadows we have. So that is all the thing we have, all the swatches and review on this thing over here. So let's just get into the eye tutorial, like, or maybe just I'll just do an eye look with this palette, or if you want to skip it till the end. But I am still going to apply some of the shade on my eyes and let you see how it works on the eyes. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm gonna use Big Baby to set my entire eyelids. It's not pigmented, so it doesn't give any coverage or color to my eyelids. So next, I'm going to use Natural Peaches as my transition shade. Just so you know, I haven't decided like what kind of makeup look I am going for, but I am going to use the warm tone shade in this palette. So next I'm going to grab Dogman, this very intense brick shade. Using the same brush. Yes, I am using the same brush. Out, blend it upwards to the crease. Then I am going to use my finger to grab a sassy bond and to apply that all over my lid. I'm going back with the same brush, grab some mixture of Natural Peaches and Dogman, just to blend that again. And then I'm going to grab Sippy. Is like use it on my outer corner. Ooh, that is pigmented. Using the same brush, yes. Actually, there's no glitter whatsoever on this eyeshadow. I thought it's going to pack on a lot of weird like golden glitter. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. whatever the brush this is. Grab some Dogman, just apply it on my lower lash line. Sorry, I just couldn't find my pencil brush at the time. And then I want to apply some sippy. Just drag it a little bit and feather it out in the middle, right at the lower lash line. And that is the review and swatches and tutorial, whatever you're gonna call it. As always, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.